Hey you guys, welcome to Charts with Akimi. This video is going to be talking about how to use the TradingView tools. So we're just going to show you guys the basic of the tools and how to use them. So we're going to start off with just the simple tools that I use every day. You don't really need to use everything that's on here, but there are some common tools that you will need to use all the time. So let me just go to one chart so you guys can see. All right, so there is, of course, the crosshair that you use. So this is very important for the crosshair. If you watched the last video of how to set up your TradingView account, I told you how to use your crosshair and set up your crosshair. Now we do have the trend line. So this is the trend line button, and it does have like all these other tools that you can use. I do use the horizontal line and the horizontal ray and the vertical line and the arrow. I use these a lot. And when you actually highlight the stars, it pops up in the bottom and it creates this little bar right here so that you're quickly able to access your tools. So you pretty much just highlight the ones that you want to use, and then they'll pop up right here. So the trend line is a tool that you will use very often in this course. And let me go ahead and clear everything out. But this is how, remove everything. But you will use your trend line tool to be able to do trend lines and to mark your stuff. So this is pretty much what it's used for. Now you have this tool here. I don't really use these tools. You do have the Fibonacci retracement. I don't really use the Fibonacci retracement, but you know, a lot of people use it. I don't use it, so I'm not really going to go into it. I'm not going to tell you guys things that I'm not using. If I'm not using it, I'm not going to explain it to you, because there are a lot of things in the markets that are available to you, but you do not have to use everything. So that's one thing that you have to understand as you go. You find the stuff that works best for you, and then you use those tools. But if you do find that Fibonacci retracement is something good for you, then you use it. So it's pretty much up to you. Maybe I will do a video later on in the future about Fibonacci retracements. I have tried them back in the past, but it wasn't for me. So then you're going to have your button here, which is something I used a lot. So I use the rectangle and the ellipse. I use those a lot. With the rectangle, I do like to mark my support and resistance zone. So I will click it, and then I will mark my support and resistance zone. This bar will pop up. You know, you have to trash the lock tool where it pretty much locks it in place. So no matter how many times you click it, it does not move. You also have your settings to change your colors in the background, stuff like that. And then you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, and then you can change the color of it right here. And then to change the outline of your box as well. So that's pretty much that tool right there. But this is what we use for support and resistance. I like to click the three dots and clone it sometimes so that I have another one, so then I can just do my support as well. And then you can stretch it out long, short, so that you're able to use it the way that you need to use it. And that's how we use this for, you know, support and resistance. And that's how we use that tool. You do have the text tool, which is really good. I do like to use the text tool sometimes where I may mark something and say resistance, and then put it at the top. That way I can see it, and then add another one for support. Sorry, I'm not writing the whole thing out, but I'm just trying to show you just resistance and support. And then that way I'm able to see it. And I do like to write myself notes and saying, okay, well, this failed. And, this is a really good tool to keep you organized. So use the text tool. It's very, very important. You also have these other tools. I don't use any of these, you guys, the ABC patterns that they have. I don't use any of these, you guys, but a lot of people do use them. Here's another one, long position, short position. These are tools that you can use. I don't really use it that much, but you can use it. Basically, this is to help you with your risk and reward. So you put down how much you're willing to risk, and then you put down where you think your where the currency may go, and it will tell you how much you're risking, at the bottom, your risk reward, and it will tell you your target and your amount that you'll make. But you have to actually, click the settings and then I think fill everything out and stuff. So I don't use that, you guys, but this is a very popular tool that people do use. But I don't use it, but it is a really good tool. We do have this function right here. I love this function. I use the arrows and the X and the check mark a lot. So say that I'm back testing and I'm trying to see if I got something right mentally, and say I got it wrong, then I will put an X there, and then I will type and say, got it wrong because of not watching charts or something like that, and I will put it there, and that way you keep it, and then you just continue to go with the charts, and you just mark it up. This is your chart, so you mark it up and you track your mindset. And this is just a really powerful tool that you can use just to track your mindset. Say if I got it right, you can put a check and say, okay, I got this right. And then with using this, I do like to change the colors, and it's just to keep a track of your mindset. So this is something that I love to use. Then we have the measure tool, which is very, very popular. The measure tool helps you measure how many pips. And when you do the measuring tool, it tells you how many pips there is, or how many pips there are, their percentage of the amount of move that it went up. 73 bars. So of course we're looking at the 4-hour chart. So that was 73 of these candlesticks. Each of these candlesticks represents 4 hours. So there was 73 of these candles, and it took 12 days and 4 hours for this entire move to happen. So that is the measure tool. I use it for everything, for every move. Like this move took 3 days and 8 hours, and it just gives you the pips and 20 bars, and I just use it for everything. So this is a very good tool to use. Then you have the magnifying glass where you can zoom in. I don't really use that tool. Then you have the magnifying glass. You got the magnet I do not use. This is the lock drawing tool. If you click it, that means that anything, well, it's supposed to mean that anything you touch in here won't move, but it seems to be moving, but it's supposed to lock your charts down. So I'm not sure why it's not working, but it's supposed to lock your charts down. Oh, no. I'm sorry. This is where you're able to create trend lines. So say that you're tired of, creating a trend line and clicking and coming back. This basically locks that tool down so that I'm able to create trend lines over and over and over again without having to click here and go back and forth. So that's another tool that I use a lot. And this is the lock tool where everything is locked. Everything is locked down. So no matter how many times you touch it, nothing is going to move on the charts. This is really good when you want to lock your screen down. And then of course you have these tools here, which I don't use. And then my favorite tool, which I use, is to cancel out everything and clear your screen. All right, so of course you do have this up here. This is where you click your currencies and you're able to look up stocks, futures, forex, CDLs, crypto, index, economy. You're able to look up different type of stuff, but I like to go in all and click it so that way that it searches all of these, so I'm not having to choose which category. But this is where you search your symbol. Now, this is the hours where you click your hours. So you have your weekly, your daily, your 4 hour. But if you click the little line, it gives you everything. So you're able to click your 1 hour, your 2 hour, 3 hours. You just get to click your time frames that you love to use. It even goes down to 30 seconds, you guys. And Forex is amazing because even though it's choppy, you really can use this and make money in like 30 seconds. Like this is fast money, you guys. But it takes years of experience to get at that level. Here you have your certain charts. You have your certain charts. You have like the Heiken Ashi, I think it's called the Heiken Ashi charts, which is a pretty good chart as well too. Excuse me, you guys. Hello. Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Bye. All right, sorry you guys. So this is basically the Heiken Ashi charts. I used to use these, but I don't use them anymore. This pretty much knocks out all the in-between noises. So this is a really cool chart too, because it kind of just is straightforward with the trends. So this is a pretty cool chart you can use as well, because you're able to see support and resistance a lot clearer. So I do like these charts, but I don't use them. Then you have the Renko charts, which is the charts that I do use. I do use the Renko charts. So you will see me using these charts a lot. I love these charts because these charts pretty much knock out all the noise and it goes straight to trend. It's just a trend chart. And this is the chart that I use for all my trends. But this is a different video, you guys. This is the regular candles. This is the traditional charts that everybody uses. I love this chart because it tells stories. And this is pretty much the only chart where you're able to get the full stories. The other charts that you have, it doesn't tell you the story, but this gives you the full story and the full message of the markets. So this is the chart that I love to use. Then of course you have the bar charts, I think these are called. I don't use these charts at all, but these are the type of charts that you use. It basically zones in on the high and the lows, but I don't use this chart, you guys. And then we have the line charts, which these are pretty good because you're able to look at support and resistance. This kind of gives you a clear version of support and resistance. I don't use them, but I do know a lot of people that do use these charts. So this is another one that they have. They also have the point and figure charts, you guys. I don't use the point and figure charts at all, but I have seen some people use the point and figure charts. I tried to learn it, but I absolutely did not like it. So I kind of left that alone. But They have all other type of charts here, you guys, that you can use. I think the last one is the range, but that's nothing. So yeah, I stick to just my regular traditional charts, you guys. And then of course they have other stuff like the indicators. You click this button, this shows you all the indicators that you can use. These are my favorites that you can use, but basically you just type in indicator. So we'll say the MACD, and it pops up with all these different indicators, and these are different indicators that people have built themselves. And then of course it has like the views and stuff and how many people use it. Like this one has 15,000 views. It's the MACD 4C. So this is an indicator that somebody created that you can use. So yeah, that's just how these things work. So this is actually a pretty cool indicator because yeah, I kind of actually like this one. This is support. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I might have to look at that one, but yeah, but let's just go ahead and get rid of this. Yeah, that's a pretty cool. It's not going away. Here we go. All right. That's where you do the indicators. Financials and stuff, this is pretty much for like stocks and stuff. I don't use this at all. Then you have your templates. I don't use that stuff. The alert, the replay. Now this is really good for back testing. I use this for back testing. When you click it, you pretty much can delete the charts, the candles that was there before, and then the chart will slowly go. You're able to choose up the speed, so 1 every 0.5 seconds, and then it moves so that you're able to back test and really test yourself, and you're able to draw and just really get some good insight just on how you think. And this is just how you back test your support and resistance, and just get better at the charts. I highly recommend. I am going to do a video on back testing so that I can show you how to use this so that you can actually test your mindset. This is really good. I'm definitely going to do a video showing you guys how to use it. This right here is where you set up your charts. So depending on the plan that you get, you're only able to use a certain amount of charts. So like I said, I have the premium, so I'm able to use up to 8 charts. And this is where you set up all your charts. Of course, this is where you this is where it saves, and this is where you can set up your chart layout, and then you can load it, save it, and do all that good stuff, you guys. This is your settings that we just did, and then this is how you actually take a screenshot of your charts. You can name it, save your image to your computer, and then this is a good way for you to save your stuff, print it out, and test your mindset, test what you did wrong. And I use that tool a lot to just screenshot my stuff, save it to my computer, and then print it out. So that's another way to do that. But you guys, that's pretty much the basic of just using the TradingView tools. I absolutely love TradingView, so I really hope this helped you guys. But this is basically it for this video, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you.